Have you ever woken up in the morning and thought, I just don't have the energy I used to? Or maybe you've noticed that little tasks like bending down to tie your shoes or carrying groceries feel a bit harder than they did a few years ago. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. As we get older, our bodies change, and sometimes it can feel like we're slowing down without even realizing it. But here's the good news. It's never too late to take small, simple steps that can make a big difference in how you feel every day. In this video, we're going to talk about some easy, practical ways to keep your body strong, flexible, and full of energy, no matter your age. These aren't drastic changes or complicated routines. They're simple habits that fit right into your day, helping you move better, feel better, and enjoy life to the fullest. So let's get started. The first thing we need to talk about is movement. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Exercise? At my age? But movement doesn't have to mean running marathons or lifting heavy weights. In fact, some of the most beneficial things you can do are gentle, everyday activities that keep your muscles and joints happy. Take walking, for example. It's one of the best things you can do for your heart, your circulation, and even your mood. And the beauty of walking is that you can go at your own pace. Maybe it's just a short stroll around the block to start, or maybe you're already enjoying longer walks in the park. Either way, the key is consistency. Even 10 or 15 minutes a day can make a difference. And if the weather isn't great, walking indoors, around the house, or even at a local mall works just as well. Another great way to keep your body moving is through stretching. As we age, our muscles naturally lose some of their flexibility, which can make everyday movements feel stiffer. But a few simple stretches in the morning or before bed can help keep you limber. Try reaching your arms overhead, gently rolling your shoulders, or sitting in a chair and extending one leg at a time. Believe it or not, but these small movements add up, helping you stay mobile and reducing those little aches and pains. Now let's talk about strength. You might not realize it, but maintaining muscle is incredibly important as we get older. Strong muscles help us stay independent, whether it's getting up from a chair, carrying a laundry basket, or playing with the grandkids. And the best part, you don't need fancy equipment to build strength. Simple exercises like seated leg lifts, standing up from a chair without using your hands, or even lifting small cans of soup as light weights can make a big impact. The key is to start small and listen to your body. If something feels too difficult, there's no shame in modifying it. Maybe you do fewer repetitions or take a little extra rest between sets. What matters is that you're moving and challenging yourself in a way that feels good for you. And here's something else to think about: hydration. It's easy to forget to drink enough water, especially if you're not feeling thirsty. But staying hydrated helps with everything from joint lubrication to digestion and even energy levels. Try keeping a water bottle nearby and taking small sips throughout the day. If plain water isn't your favorite, adding a slice of lemon, cucumber, or even a splash of fruit juice can make it more enjoyable. Now, these might seem like small things: walking, stretching, staying hydrated, but together they create a strong foundation for better physical health. And the best part? You can start today, right where you are. But movement and strength are just the beginning. There are a few more key habits that can really boost how you feel every day, like the foods you eat, the way you rest, and even the people you spend time with. So let's keep going and talk about how to nourish your body in the best possible way. Now that we've talked about moving your body and keeping your muscles strong, let's chat about something just as important: what you put into your body. You've probably heard the saying, you are what you eat, and there's a lot of truth to that, especially as we get older. The right foods can give you energy, help your joints feel smoother, and even keep your mind sharp. But here's the good news: eating well doesn't have to mean complicated diets or giving up all your favorite foods. It's about making small, smart choices that add up over time. Let's start with fruits and vegetables. These are like nature's multivitamins packed with nutrients that help your body fight inflammation, keep your heart healthy, and even boost your immune system. And the best part, you don't have to eat huge portions to see the benefits. Just adding an extra serving or two each day can make a difference. Maybe it's a handful of berries with breakfast, some chopped veggies in your soup, or a piece of fruit as an afternoon snack. If fresh produce isn't always easy to keep on hand, frozen or canned options, just watch for added sugars or salt, work just as well. Another thing to focus on is protein. As we age, our bodies don't hold on to muscle as easily, and protein helps slow that down. But protein doesn't have to mean big steaks or heavy meals. It can be as simple as a couple of eggs in the morning, a scoop of Greek yogurt with lunch, or some beans mixed into your dinner. Even small portions spread throughout the day can help keep your muscles strong and your energy steady. Now, let's talk about fiber. If there's one thing that can make a huge difference in how you feel every day, it's this. Fiber keeps your digestion running smoothly, helps control blood sugar, and even keeps you feeling full longer. Whole grains like oatmeal, brown rice, or whole wheat bread are great sources, but so are foods like lentils, nuts, and even popcorn. Just skip the heavy butter. And if you're not used to eating a lot of fiber, start slow and drink plenty of water to help your body adjust. Here's something else that's easy to overlook: hydration. Yes, we touched on it earlier, but it's so important that it's worth mentioning again. Sometimes what feels like fatigue or even a headache can just be your body asking for water. Try setting little reminders if you need to. A glass when you wake up, one with each meal, and maybe an extra one in the afternoon. And remember, tea, broth, and even water-rich foods like cucumbers or watermelon count toward your daily intake. Now, let's talk about rest. And no, I don't just mean sleep, though that's a big part of it. Rest is about giving your body and mind time to recharge, whether that's through good sleep, short breaks during the day, or even just sitting quietly with your eyes closed for a few minutes. Sleep can get trickier as we age. Maybe you wake up more often during the night or find it harder to fall asleep in the first place, but a few simple habits can help. Try keeping a regular bedtime, even on weekends. Make your bedroom as dark and quiet as possible. Blackout curtains or a soft sleep mask can work wonders. And if you're someone who naps during the day, try to keep it short, 20-30 minutes, and earlier in the afternoon so it doesn't interfere with nighttime sleep. And here's a little secret. Rest isn't just about sleep. Taking short breaks during the day to sit down, stretch, or even just breathe deeply can help your body recover and keep your energy levels steady. Think of it like giving your car a chance to idle instead of always running at full speed. So far, we've covered movement, strength, eating well, and rest, all things that help your body feel its best. But there's one more piece of the puzzle that's just as important, and that's connection. Believe it or not, staying socially active isn't just good for your mood, it's good for your physical health too. We'll talk about that next, including simple ways to stay connected, even if you're not as mobile as you used to be. We've covered so many important ways to take care of your body: moving more, eating well, staying hydrated, and getting good rest. But there's one last piece of the puzzle that's just as powerful, and it might surprise you. It's not a pill, a special exercise, or even a diet. It's the people around you. Staying connected, whether it's with family, friends, or even new acquaintances, does more than just lift your spirits. Research shows that strong social ties can actually help lower stress, keep your mind sharp, and even support your physical health. Think about it. When was the last time you shared a good laugh with someone and noticed how much lighter you felt afterward? That's not just a mood boost. It's your whole body responding to positive connection. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what if I don't have a big family nearby? Or what if getting out isn't as easy as it used to be? The beautiful thing is, connection doesn't have to mean big gatherings or long trips. It can be as simple as a phone call with an old friend, or maybe a weekly card game, or even joining a community group, many of which meet online these days. Even small interactions like chatting with your pharmacist or waving to a neighbor on your walk can make a difference. And here's something else to consider: helping others. Whether it's sharing advice with a younger family member, volunteering in your community, or even just listening to someone who needs to talk, giving back creates a sense of purpose that's incredibly good for your health. You don't have to do anything grand. Sometimes the smallest gestures mean the most. So let's take a moment to put it all together. Moving your body in ways that feel good, nourishing yourself with wholesome foods, staying hydrated, resting well, and keeping those meaningful connections. None of these things require drastic changes. They're simple, everyday choices that add up to a healthier, happier you. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, just start with one small thing. Maybe today, it's drinking an extra glass of water. Tomorrow, it's a short walk around the block. Next week, perhaps you'll call an old friend you've been meaning to catch up with. Progress doesn't have to be fast or perfect. It just has to be yours. Now, before we wrap up, I thought I'd share some quick bonus tips that may be helpful in increasing your physical well-being. 1. The 2-minute brain-body sync ritual. Here's a secret from neuroplasticity research. Switching hands for tiny tasks is like sending your brain a love letter. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about creating little construction zones in your nervous system. Do one of the following activities with your non-dominant hand: brush your teeth, stir your coffee or tea, or use your TV remote. Pro tip: combine with a smell like citrus to activate more brain regions. 2. Engage your sensory diet. Why? Because stimulating senses, smell, touch, and sound boosts mood and cognitive health. Pro tip: swap visual heavy activities for sensory rich ones. Grow fragrant herbs, rosemary, and mint for touch and smell stimulation. Keep a texture basket with silk, wool, or smooth stones to handle while relaxing. 3. Practice posture snacks. Why? Because sitting or slouching for long periods compresses organs and weakens core muscles. Pro tip: set a timer to do 1-minute posture resets every hour. Sit or stand tall, roll your shoulders back, and gently tuck your chin. It's like balancing a book on your head. Place hands on ribs and take 3 deep rib-expanding breaths. And with that, I'd love to hear from you. What's one small change you've made that's helped you feel better? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your ideas might inspire someone else. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on living well at any age. Remember, it's never too late to take care of yourself, and you're worth every bit of effort. Here's to your health, your happiness, and all the little joys still ahead. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.